What's poppin', everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I am on it, y'all. I'm on it. I posted like 3 videos in January so far. I think this is gonna be the 4th one. Yeah. This is gonna be the 4th one. I posted one on my vlog channel last week, and then wait, no, that was the beginning of this week. I got short-term memory, my bad. But yeah, I've been on it with y'all. Like I said, I was gonna be consistent with y'all, and I was gonna try to stay consistent. It's January, and it's the end of January, so there'll be 4 videos. This is the 4th video I'll put out this month. So thanks so much for rocking with me, everybody, and thanks so much for your patience. I really do appreciate it. This video is gonna be a bit serious. I went through something. As you guys all know that I went through something. But I'm talking about this because I'm comfortable with talking about it right now. And I know a lot of times, like, people aren't comfortable with talking about stuff like this. I know I wasn't at the time when I was going through it. But now, I can talk about it. I went through a phase where I was really hurt. Like, I was beat up. Like, not physically, but like mentally. And I was drained. And I didn't want to tell nobody. I didn't want to talk to anyone about it. It was all my thoughts. It was all in my head. And it was because of a person. Someone did that to me. But what we forget is that, did that person really do that to you, or did you allow them to do it to you? So I think I've matured in a way where I know that I allowed that person to make me feel that way. And I say this because we tend to blame others for the way we feel. And don't get me wrong, I'm not knocking, like, look, if that person did something bad to you, I'm talking about like a significant other or somebody you was in love with. Or, you know, a friend, maybe even a friend did this to you. Hurt you really bad. I'm not knocking, like, if they hurt your feelings and if it was wrong or if it was right. But we allow people to treat us the way that they treat us. We stay in these situations because we are in love with that person, or we are comfortable with that person. So we stay in these situations and we prolong them, and we stay in them forever because we love them and we want them and we hope that they change. Some people do change. Some people change for a second, or like for a year, or whatever. They might show some change, but it's not a consistent thing with them. They confuse you a little bit. So you're like, oh man, they'll get it. But no, they confuse you. So I'm saying this because we all get stuck in these situations, and we allow these people to treat us the way that they treat us, and we get hurt by it, and we blame them, but we don't know what they're mentally going through. You know what I mean? Even if you expect them to be so open with you about everything that they're feeling, but we are individuals. Like, we're not gonna, I mean, there's stuff that, you know, I was with a person for 5 years that I haven't told because I'm embarrassed, or because that's within me. Those are my thoughts. That's mine. I'm saying this to say, you have to have your own thoughts. Like, you have to have your individuality when it comes to being with somebody. And you cannot blame the other person for what they are going through, even though they put you through something. You gotta be open-minded about it. I know that y'all probably like, man, but I spent X amount of years with this person. I get it. But you cannot blame them for what you're going through. You allowed yourself to be in that situation. So in the beginning of this video, I said I went through something. I went through something as far as like mentally. I mentally drained myself. Well, that situation mentally drained me. And I allowed it to, because I was hurt. There was thoughts of me committing suicide. There was thoughts of me just hurting myself. There were thoughts of me just wanting to leave. Like, just leave so I won't feel anything, because I was so fucking hurt. And, you know, some people think this shit is not a joke. Like, mental illness is real. People that think about this shit is real. Y'all don't understand, like, everyday life, everyone gets hurt. People deal with it different ways. Some people deal with it in ways where they feel like they just don't want to feel anything. So they think about hurting themselves or just committing suicide because they don't want to be in that situation. No longer. They don't want to be in that situation anymore. So they'd rather hurt themselves for a second and then just leave. Just die, you know? And I'm living proof of someone who has thought about those different things. But you have to talk to someone, because I think what helped me through the situation is talking to somebody. And when you don't talk to somebody, it's gonna build. Those thoughts are gonna build, and those thoughts are gonna stick. And you're gonna think it's the right thing to do. But you gotta think about who else you'd be hurting if you hurt yourself and leave this earth. I thought about my family and how close we are. I thought about my future and how I'm gonna let all this go. I thought about just living. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not done living. You not done living. So don't let somebody, this person that you've been with, I don't give a fuck if you've been with her for 10, 15 years. Don't let somebody have so much power and control over you that they can control your whole entire life, your whole entire mindset. Do not let somebody make you feel that you gotta leave this earth in order to be happy, or in order to feel some kind of sanity, or in order to not be hurt, you gotta leave this earth. No, don't let somebody make you feel like that. Be as selfish as you want to be. If that person is not for you, that person is just not for you. If that person hurts you, leave them alone, man. Like, it's really not worth it. Like, I think I've been through so much, and I can say that I'm living proof that, like, somebody who went through, I had a mental breakdown. Like, I couldn't talk to anybody. I could not talk to anyone because I didn't want to go to a hospital. I didn't want to go anywhere that I'd have to take like medicine, or I had to take, you know, just, it'll change me. I didn't want to do that. So I didn't tell anyone to the very end of the phase. And it was just like, it just opened my eyes, and like, I learned to self-love. I started reading books. I started reading books about self-love. I started reading books in general. Like, I started to occupy myself. I started to do things that made me happy. You cannot be consumed in a person. Like, I feel like the best love comes from the best relationship, and the best love comes from someone who you could be a friend with. Like, you could be like, that's my homie. But that's your lover too, you know what I mean? And that person has their individuality, and you have your individuality. You have your life, they have their life, and you come together, you build a life. But y'all still have y'all separate minds and y'all individuality, and y'all trust in one another, trusting yourselves. But if it happens to not work out, you just go your separate ways and move on. Don't let somebody have so much power over you and your situation, over your life. Don't let somebody control you like that, because I almost did it, and I know a lot of people, like, we read stories about this stuff, and like, it happens every day. But I hope, like, I'm helping somebody today. I know this was a deep, crazy, I don't know, I know y'all probably didn't expect this, but I just want to help people, and I'm living proof of this shit, and it's ridiculous, and it can get like real serious and crazy, and this is important. This is so important. So I hope you guys like this video, and if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I don't mind giving advice about things like this. I can tell you the books I've read, the videos I've watched. Temper was a really good help when I was going through this stuff, and shoot, reach out to her. She ain't gonna mind. She don't mind it. So always talk to somebody, man. You have to. It ain't gotta be your mom. It could be a friend. Like, always talk to somebody. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. I love you guys. See you next time.